All right, on to the next entertainment story, ladies and gentlemen. Nicki Minaj drops fiery post about Megan Thee Stallion, Jay-Z, and Roc Nation CEO. Nicki Minaj has reacted to reports that Megan Thee Stallion's sexual harassment lawsuit will be moving forward. According to Independent, a U.S. judge recently denied Megan's request to dismiss a suit filed by a former cameraman, Emelio Garcia, who accused the rapper and a management team at Roc Nation of creating a hostile work environment. Garcia alleged he was trapped in a moving vehicle while the rapper engaged in sexual activity with another woman, amongst other claims. Megan had previously described the accusation as salacious and pushed for the case to be thrown out. However, the judge ruled that there was no sufficient evidence to proceed. Reacting to the development on Instagram, Nicki Minaj took a veiled swipe, referencing Karma's law, as she wrote, and I quote, "What was the name of that law again? Karma's law. Touch not my anointed law. Vengeance is of the Lord's law. We give God the glory, and it's only just begun. Have a blessed day if you can. LOL, the blog posting lies. Thank you. More money for me. We are working. Trust." End quote. It's not news that the two rappers have been publicly at odds since 2021 after Nicki claimed that Megan had told her to abort her son, and Nicki appeared to diss Megan on the song Sing Green that same year. The traded shots last year were Megan going at Nicki on the song Hiss and Nicki clapping back on the track Bigfoot. In related news, Nicki Minaj is escalating a public feud with Jay-Z as she has now made a claim that he owes her up to $200 million tied to equity in Tidal. Nicki, who was one of the 15 artists gifted a 3% stake in the streaming service at its 2015 launch, said she was offered only $1 million after a share after the company was sold to Jack Dorsey Square for $302 million in 2021. We have calculated about 100 to 200 mm so far. Hashtag Jay-Z, call me to settle this karmic debt. It's only collecting more interest, she wrote on X, adding that despite the financial dispute, you're still in my top 5 though, end quote. She also referenced her philanthropic goals, stating that any money recouped would help fund a hashtag Students of the Game initiative designed to cover tuition and student loans for fans. Nicki Minaj directed further criticism at Roc Nation member when she called out CEO Desiree Perez, sharing a screenshot of a video that accused Perez of abusing her own daughter, Demarie. The video alleges that Perez held her daughter against her will and physically assaulted her, claims that have not been verified. She then reignited speculation about Jay-Z's alleged paternity case involving Ramesh Satterwhite, a man who has long claimed the hip-hop mogul is his biological father. Sharing a screenshot of a headline claiming a judge recently approved the continuation of Ramesh's request for a paternity test, Minaj captioned the image, "Oh, this is why it was trending the other day. IDK, I hope all is well. To God be the glory." The paternity suit has not been publicly confirmed by Jay-Z. Nicki Minaj's latest online rant comes amid increasing scrutiny of Roc Nation and some of his high-profile artists and executives. As of now, neither Jay-Z, Perez, Megan Thee Stallion, nor Roc Nation have publicly responded to Nicki Minaj's claims.
So this is in 4 parts, where there's the Megan Thee Stallion part where she says Karma's law, yeah? Then there's the Jay-Z owing her $200 million or so. And then there is the Perez part of abusing her daughter, yeah? And then finally there's the Jay-Z and his supposed son, Ramesh. So I'm going to start with, let me see, where do I start? Let me start from top, from Megan Thee Stallion. It's not news that they've been at loggerheads for a long time. They've had a long-standing feud, and her now coming to say this, well, in the past we've seen Megan throw shots at her and everything, and now with Megan's case still going forward, not being struck out, then it seems like it's victory to her. It's karma, like she said, because she had her struggles and she wasn't supported, and now Megan is having hers, and she's like, okay, to her personally, it's karma. Because you did me bad, and then it's your time, bad has come back to you, but we don't know how that case will end. That aside, now let's focus on Tidal. She was giving shares, and then the company was sold, and she claims what she was giving wasn't even up to her percentage of the shares. First of all, how was it calculated? And how did she come to that figure, stating that he's owing her between $100 to $200 million? That's the first question I have, because we need to understand how she was able to evaluate our shares to that amount. And if that is true, then she should have taken this court to case. I mean, this case to court. Hey, God, see my head. But yeah, she should have taken the case to court. And this should have been settled a long time ago. We know that, yes, Nicki Minaj would not stop talking about what she feels is not right, especially since the Lil Wayne issue at the, what's the name, at the Super Bowl. So a lot of people feel it's since then she's been coming at Jay-Z, but now she's giving us other instances, other cases, and yes, I'm done with that. That should be solved, because if you're owing her money, then you should pay her. But I like the fact that she has the initiative where she's trying to help her fans to pay their student loans, and now she's saying that that is stifling her initiative because she wants that money to help people. And that now will bring about sentiment, because people will be like, okay, she wants to help people. You guys need to pay her so she can help other people, and that can go on. Now, talking about Perez, we talked about that on this show several times. We spoke about the fact that she said, yes, she abused her daughter. There has been no proper evidence except one video she posted and all of that. We're still waiting to see how that maps out, because nothing has been said. They've not said anything about that. But now the final one, Nicki Minaj talking about Jay-Z's supposed son, the paternity test. I'm like, okay, in a way, he looks like Jay-Z in a way. They smile almost the same way. So I have a question for you, King OJ. Why is your uncle or your supposed uncle not taking the paternity test?
Because it's the same way Cubana.
Don't. I knew you were going to do that.
There are some things when you know that it's just one person trying to cling to you for cheap fame, or probably just need your attention or clout chasing. Do not pay that person attention. One thing I like about Nicki Minaj, by the way, is she actually speaks her mind at every given opportunity.
Of course.
But Nicki Minaj, as regards Jay-Z and Roc Nation, I think you just need to rest. Rest in Jesus' name. I've said it before, just rest. Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion has affiliation with Roc Nation. You come for the CEO, come for Jay-Z. She even went as far as saying, for those of you that still call Jay-Z OV, that's
HOV. I saw that too.
That's something will come for you. I don't, Nicki.
So it's the way after everything. She said you're still in my top 5 though.
And Lil Wayne is on top of your list. We get it. Nicki, we get it. Everybody gets it that one way or the other. You're kind of like frustrated.
Yep.
The industry is kind of like against you. And one of those that we can talk about being on the top of the food chain in the American music industry is Jay-Z, Sean Carter. That's why at every given opportunity, you just come for him. Just rest. Rest.
Well, she will not rest if she feels he has something against her.
Dead or this. If karma comes, you know karma too can come back to you
too. Of course, it's a cycle.
Okay, since you are preaching karma now. Since you are preaching karma now. Touch not my anointed. Just rest.
But you know she won't rest anytime soon until she's ready to rest, you know, yeah? So just get ready for more.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are done with the entertainment news. We'll be back shortly after this time out, so keep it locked.